Good morning. If you're like me, you're watching the weather very, very carefully to see what is going to happen. And here's what we can tell you as of this morning. It will be tomorrow or into Friday before we're going to know for sure exactly how this is going to play out because we live in a part of the country that is unique in that we are so close to the Gulf Coast that we are affected by that, and we are far enough south that the freeze line is not a constant thing, and it's very dependent upon lots of conditions. And so we have to wait just about until it's upon us to be ready, or to know what's going to happen. But we can always be ready. So we've put together this winter storm readiness checklist for everyone, and I want to run through some highlights. I'm not going to read everything, but I have it zoomed in enough that you should be able to see it on your screen to be able to look at everything that's here. Um, Jumping right on into what we can do to be ready. Please stock up on reasonable amounts of essentials. You do not need to buy, as it says, nobody needs a month worth of toilet paper, bread, milk, or eggs. All you need is enough to go a couple of days. Okay? All you need is enough to go a couple of days. So don't buy all the extra. Okay? You want things like drinking water, non-perishable foods, things that are shelf stable, batteries and flashlights if you don't have any flashlights or some source of light in case the power goes out. And it's time to check those first aid items. You know, how old are the band-aids, or is everything expired and no longer, best for use? Maybe time to stock up a little bit there. Don't go crazy. Do not panic buy. Make sure everything's charged up, from phones and power banks to any medical devices that you may need. Make sure you know how to open your garage door if the power goes out, if your garage door is electric. YouTube is a useful resource. Check on your pets. Make sure that they will be safe and warm. Best to bring them in if they're normally outdoor animals, or if there is a way that you can ensure that they will be warm outside. Do the same for your plants. Bring them in if necessary or cover them. It is possible if we get a lot of freezing rain that power could go out. So make sure that you have light sources ready and available, and please avoid candles. This is a time when house fires occur because of things like using candles when we're not, we don't normally. And when you need them for light, you have to be extremely careful. Get some flashlights or something. We live in an era where there's a lot of stuff that is, um, you know, cable free. You can charge stuff up and use it. And you can get stuff for rather cheap. And it doesn't take a lot. In a pitch black room, one candle can definitely make a difference. Keep that in mind. Um, Identify a safe alternative heat source if it is available, and make sure it's properly ventilated. Um, It also goes without saying that if you have a place where everything's electric, do you have a neighbor? Do you have a relative? Do you have a friend that you could go stay with if your lights are completely off and you have no way to heat your home safely? Please remember to keep refrigerators and freezers closed as much as possible to preserve the food. If the power does go out and it looks like it's going to be out for a couple of days, for Sunday and Monday because of the outdoor temperatures, you can actually store food outside as long as you protect it where it won't get stolen or animals can't get to it. So, like the trunk of your car. If you have a garage, the garage is not heated, put it out there. The temperatures again are going to be cold enough that you should be okay with everything. I know for sure on Sunday. Monday is a bit warmer, but it should still be rather safe. Um, Water supply. We all know about the water lines. We know about the water issues. I am not telling you to use up all the water because we've seen that happen before where people were publishing all kinds of crazy rumors, and it caused the water system to collapse because everybody was drawing all the water at once. What you want to do is make sure that you've got a little bit of water to be able to flush toilets. If you have a spare bathtub, fill it. Not full. Not full. Enough to get a couple of flushings out of it. Um, Drip your faucets and open the cabinet doors. The frozen pipes in your house don't. Here's the thing, you've got to think beyond the house. Even if your pipes have never frozen before, drip them anyway, because what we're trying to also prevent is the water main in the street from bursting, because that, when water freezes, ice expands and it has to go somewhere. And if the water under the street is freezing, if it can't escape it, all the homes, then it's going to break the pipes in the street, and then you're going to have, a big problem. Um, if you have a house and you know where the water main shutoff valve is, make sure you know that in case you need to turn it off if you have a problem beyond the valve, like closer to your house. If you lose water pressure, please call Jackson Water immediately so that they know about it. Don't go anywhere. Please do not travel in this mess. However, if for some reason you have to go somewhere, please remember to go under, not over. Choose routes that avoid bridges and overpasses. In other words, stay off 55. What I would recommend, you have to think about it sometimes, but if you think about this, if you need to cross 55, Lakeland, Fortification Street, Lakeland, Northside Drive, Briarwood, County Line Road, they're all bridges. They go over. But you could go up a little bit to Northside Drive or Canton Mart or Adkins Beasley where they go under the interstate. And the same is true in some other places. And if you have to cross the river for whatever reason, choose the bridge that's the shortest, which in my thinking is Lakeland. Um, but be smart about things. Always assume that I all the surfaces are icy. Make sure you've got a decent amount of gas. You don't have to fill it full, but make sure you've got a decent amount. If you're going to travel, take some emergency stuff with you. If you get out there and you get into a wreck and you have to wait, you want warm clothing and things to be sure that you have, that you stay warm and you stay safe while you're waiting on, a wrecker or anything else to try to help you. Um, Workplace considerations, I do not anticipate, and I have not heard anything about school districts closing on Monday. I don't think that's going to happen, but we don't know. But just check in with your steward would be your building representative, or check in with the office. If we find out, we'll let you know. Or check in with your supervisors about schedule changes or closures. Um, Update contact lists. Look out for coworkers who may need help on Monday getting to work safely. And be sure to share accurate information. Please do not share rumors or unverified reports. Please do not do that. Verify information. And finally, we want a community mindset here. And what I mean by that is don't go hoarding the toilet paper and the bread and the milk and the eggs. Please don't do that. Buy what you need to feed the people in your family, in your home for a couple of days. Make sure you have enough for a couple of days. That's the important thing here. We want to share resources with one another. We don't want to empty the stores because the distribution centers, generally speaking, are north of us. And if they have to, they have to travel through, it can delay delivery. And if everything's out of the store, it can take longer to get the stores fully restocked. Go back and remember the great toilet paper crisis during the pandemic. Be sure to check on elderly neighbors or members or neighbors, friends with mobility issues, people who live alone. Please be mindful, offer rides if conditions allow, and if you feel safe doing so. But above all, be smart about what we're doing. Plan to stay home. Travel only if you must during the worst of everything, and always assume that everything is icy. A little planning with the mindset of just enough for what we need and leave everything for everyone else. And that can help us get through this with the least amount of problems. Thank you for listening. If you're still listening at this point, we appreciate it. Please take care of yourself and stay safe.